have come back, I can win this.
Game 5 will be Central Protocol. I like it. Any thoughts of Central Protocol from the P standpoint? I'm normally the Z in this situation.
I like to two base on this map because one, first of all, it's me. Second of all, because it's hard to take your third, and if somebody tries to take their third, I really like to take advantage of that. So I think we might see a two base all in from Pili, or possibly even a one base. It is possible to do a one base all in, especially with these two locations the way they are. It's a possibility, but we'll see where it goes.
In the top right-hand corner, the green Protoss player from Storm Gaming, PiLiPiLi.
And his opponent, the red Zerg in the top left of Central Protocol, we have got Prebs.
As you were mentioning, there's a lot of capability for air stuff to happen in the horizontal spawn positions. Not as much creep possibility, but it's still quite possible. However, Prebs has no intention of creeping. He's got the early pool on the way. May just be going pool first. We'll see where he's comfortable. Looks like it's going to be the macro sense of the game instead of the aggression.
And right now we've got, the early pool. We've got Pili. He has already taken his Nexus as well, so he's not going for a crazy, super crazy one base all in. It's still possible to do a two base. We know that Pili likes that kind of play, and this would be a map to do it on. But you never know. Pili could also think, you know what? I'm gonna do macro on this map.
Sometimes we do see Protoss players taking the gold bases as their third, but not in horizontal spawn positions. That would have to be vertical, where each player can take one. 8 lings out on the map, pushing across. PiLiPiLi is going to have a pylon up, but the doers of evil, the pylons, will not be ready to defend the 8 lings out on the map, and there's going to be damage no matter what happens with these spawn positions.
Yeah, the Zergling's getting very close. Pili about to realize that lings are here. The mothership core can come out soon, but it has not been made yet, so there's, no photon overcharge. First pylon does fall. It actually supply blocks Pili at the same time.
So no possibility of a mothership core. Prebs will not give up trying to do his hardest, and I love the decision to go for a pylon, not only because of the supply block, but you also got to remember, sometimes with these lings, you can't get guaranteed damage done. There may just be enough with a mothership core or whatever to push you back, but Prebs will not give up. Goes for a second pylon, gets the cancel. That Adept is in a remarkable position. It's going to be able to hold for a while between the pylon and mineral field and the one probe, man. The probe's coming along like, I don't care, I'll die for ire. However, this natural is really the key here for Prebs to be able to kill, as the mothership core it is out, but these lings can readjust to the other side and not take damage. I don't think, actually no, pylon perfectly will kill anything that touches the Nexus.
This did delay some mining here for Pili, and I think Prebs realized that, he didn't want to devote too much to an attack here, but he wanted to scare Pili, so he actually did go for a third hatchery behind this.
Just 8 lings wasn't too many lings actually in total, so it was a nice move by Prebs, sacrificing them at the right time. Third hatch, as you just mentioned, is 6 drones on the way. Prebs has no inclination to keep making army. 2 more gas in the main. It looks like he's going to say, you know what, you're going to be at a slight deficit. I'm going to have the advantage. I'm just going to play out a macro game.
Yeah, and the Robo now coming out, so showing us that maybe some more aggression with either a Warp Prism, maybe with MOs. We do have an MO coming out first. A Twilight Council also behind this. We are probably going to see a 2-base MO all in. The question is it going to be Charge Lot or is it going to be Adept? I'm thinking Charge Lot.
Or sentries to force field off, and then the Immortals just do their dirty work in the main. I don't know, man. A lot of possibilities.
I was going to say, there are Adepts on the field, so maybe it will be the Adept upgrade, too.
Still a lot of time. My best guess is Resonating Glaives. That's what I'm going. It's going to be Resonating Glaives. Adepts pressuring in that natural base. 2 more gates on the way. Queens will be able to clean this up. 4 kills are acquired. Overall, we're actually not too much different worker-wise, but the income, PiLiPiLi is actually about a third or a quarter more income in total, which I really like. It's going to be charged for PiLiPiLi. None of us were incorrect. Or, no, none of us were correct, but, you know, we were all correct, obviously. Always correct.
And Prebs does see this. He sees the Twilight Council being chronoed.
Overlord.
He lost the Overlord, but the cost, like, it was worth it. Because now he sees that Immortal, he sees that Twilight being chronoed. Prebs has a pretty good idea now of what's going on in this situation. And of course, the Dark Shrine follow-up here from Pili. Because if you're, you know, a 2-base all-in deadly enough, what else could you put in there to make it even more deadly? DTs.
Oh yeah, and this map, as I think about it, you can't quite get the Sentry force fields off, so maybe you do have that advantage as a Zerg, but PiLiPiLi walling himself in, moving out to get the work done. It is 2-2, ladies and gentlemen, and the winner of this game will be victorious in the RSL Week 3 weekly. Armies moving out across the map. PiLiPiLi's got to be careful not to get broken up with a big Ling flood, but on the other hand, PiLiPiLi is also just like, yeah, let's do it, let's finish it. Wait, does he even have a Warp Prism though? He does have the Warp Prism. Where's the Warp Prism? There it is.
He actually built his MO first. Many players will go for the Warp Prism first, but Pili decided to opt for that MO first. And it's actually a smart move if you consider the damage that other players can do to you on this map. But a lot of Zealots now being warped in. Prebs now sees this attack and knows to be ready for it. He has got Roach Ravager, but with charge lots? Ooh, this army comp looks good for Pili right now.
It does look very good. There's just not that much arming for Prebs. He will be fighting on creep, but you cannot engage these Zealots. He needs to rip off their charge so that they don't do extra damage on impact. Nice corrosive bile, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. DTs. There is no vision at all. One Overseer is on the way. Time Warp on top of Prebs, and PiLiPiLi is going for the victory. He will not give up. He is looting a lot of Zealots, and of course, we'll have the defender's advantage, but drones are being pulled. I hope the Overseer gets here in the nick of time. Maybe it will. Trance uses Roaches. 5 more Roaches on the way, and Roach speed, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. The Zealots are just treading through Prebs.
Yeah, that Overseer, while it did arrive, the DT was taken care of, it did so much damage there. The Immortals continue to move forward. Those Roaches, they're armored. They're going to take that extra damage from those Immortals. And
not sure if the Roaches can do it, but Prebs will not give up. By the way, off the back of this, PiLiPiLi is not looking for a third. This is it. He is all in. And is the Warp Prism still alive? The Warp Prism is still alive. Hanging about because the third base is going to go down. It's being focused down. And the army of Prebs cannot engage, but they're going to try to engage. They will not give it up that easily. The problem is, though, number 1, the impact damage. Number 2, the Warp Prism can just mosey on over to the natural base. Worker-wise, it's a huge deficit for Prebs. He has half the income of PiLiPiLi, and with the Zealots with the charge lots, and you have that much mineral income, you can just overwhelm. 2-2. He's almost there.
Yeah, the Zealots just continuing to chase down these units. The Ravager getting close to falling. The Roach is very low on health as well. More Roaches on the way. But Pili is just taking quite a lead here.
PiLiPiLi with so many Zealots to warp in with the charge and impact damage. There's almost nothing Prebs can do. Prebs makes his final stand. Drones are pulled. Roaches are microing. And he will not give up this early 2-game lead that he was able to achieve. But it's looking quite grim. There's the GG. Too tired for this. PiLiPiLi, 3-2. Takes RSL Week 3 for his second first place victory. And by golly, he's first place in RSL and he's first place in my heart.
GG, well played to both. Prebs had some very good games as well in this series, but Pili ended up coming back after being down 0-2. He took those last 3 games for his victory. Pili will receive 500 RSL points now and $20. Meanwhile, Prebs will be getting $5 and 300 RSL points. Our 3rd and 4th place players will be getting 200 RSL points as well.
Well played, GG from PiLiPiLi, and of course also Prebs and everyone who played in the tournament. Thank you so much for participating. I am DrennoC, that is Koshkii. our lovely observer and streamer and everything is Hawkeye. Please follow if you can below. Check out Koshkii's stream. I think it's just at Koshkii. She streams a lot. She recently got Masters for the second time, and it's a very educational stream.
Oh, thank you. And as well, check out DrennoC. I know you've got a YouTube channel, right?
Yes, I do put up YouTube videos almost every day if I'm not casting, but for the past week, I've been casting every day on live events, so I haven't actually had time to do YouTube videos yet. But I do have a lot of YouTube videos. Either way, check Koshkii out at KoshkiiSC on Twitch, yes?
Twitch.
Correct.
And Twitter
Awesome.
as well, his Twitter handle
And
as well. And make sure you check out DrennoC on at DrennoC.
DrennoC,
Awesome.
yep, at DrennoC. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in, and have a lovely night. Check out the RSL at RSL SC2, and the next Rival Weekly, I believe, is going to be in 3 or 4 weeks. It's January 8th, so you guys should check that out. Anyone can enter. I'm trying to remember what this thing is. It's like anyone can enter, but few will win. Something like that. Only one will win, but you can try because anyone can enter. And it's just time for you and time to get better at StarCraft and enjoy it. The nerds that love StarCraft too. Once again, that's Koshkii. I'm DrennoC, and our observer is Hawkeye. See you next time for some more StarCraft 2 action.
Thank you very much.